At 9600 BCE, humanity was emerging from the last ice age. We survived as nomadic hunter-gatherers, moving constantly to follow herds and seasonal plants. Yet this is the exact moment these tribes carved and hoisted the massive stone pillars found at Göbekli Tepe. Now, fast forward 7,000 years to the era associated with Lord Krishna. The world looks completely different. We see large-scale cities, organized streets, complex legal systems, regional trade networks, and sophisticated astronomy. This timeline tracks the path of our species. On the left, the builders of Gobekli Tepe. On the right, the established kingdoms of antiquity. Between them lies a 7,000-year chronological gap. This period is the developmental crucible of human history. During these centuries, we developed the specific mechanics that make civilization possible. The transformation began when humans recognized that seeds dropped into the soil would return as edible plants the following year. Look at this tool. This primitive sickle made from flint and wood represents the moment humans began actively producing food. These harvesting implements allowed early communities to gather grain efficiently, generating a caloric surplus that let them store food for the future. Because grain was anchored to the soil, humans stayed with it. Temporary hunting camps were replaced by the permanent foundations of organized housing, built for families who would live in one location for generations. Staying in one place allowed for the domestication of animals. Sheep, goats, and cattle became a living resource, providing heavy labor, transport, and raw materials like wool and leather on demand. By taming livestock and farming the land, humanity reached a point where the environment served their specific needs, rather than dictating their survival. Growth created geographic inequality. One village might have fertile soil, while another controlled the best timber or stone. To acquire what they lacked, communities began swapping their surplus resources. This created the first physical connections between previously isolated human settlements. As trade routes formed, they carried more than just goods. Merchants shared knowledge, languages, and technical innovations. This interconnected surplus created a divide in labor. With farmers producing enough food, people occupied distinct roles, leading to dedicated builders, craftsmen, priests, and professional traders. This focused labor force eventually discovered the techniques required for metallurgy. Humans learned how to extract and forge copper, then bronze, and eventually iron. The shift in power is visible in these artifacts. Heavy metal axe heads and spearheads replaced brittle stone. Stronger tools increased crop yields. New weapons changed the balance of power, and bronze chisels allowed for precise stonework. The combination of specialized workers and metal tools provided the mechanical leverage required to build the first true city-states. This graph plots human advancement. For millennia, the line of progress is flat, curving upward only with agriculture. Progress accelerated because it became cumulative. Each generation inherited the tools, animals, and trade networks of the previous, stacking new discoveries on top. This clay tablet from 4000 BCE shows the result of that acceleration. The cuneiform script provides proof of the administrative infrastructure that now existed: organized governments, tax systems, and written laws. Compare the scattered tribes of Gobekli Tepe to the geometric scale of this ziggurat. It is visual evidence of a massive leap in architectural engineering. If a hunter-gatherer from Gobekli Tepe woke up in the sophisticated world of Lord Krishna, they would find a planet they no longer recognize. These missing 7,000 years were the transformation between two distinct phases of human existence. To see where this journey leads next, subscribe to NAS100 Veda and hit the bell icon. In our next episode, we enter the era of Krishna.